Madison here, and I'm going to show you something a little different this time. As you've seen, most of my sketchbooks are like hardcover bound books because I don't know, I just love the idea of them in books, and these spiral bounds always messed me up because I felt like I could just rip them out and, you know, they're not a book. But in 2020, during lockdown, I tried on these like spiral bound toned papers, and some of the art in here is like what I would consider like some of my favorite drawings. So I used, it's mostly, I think it's called Luminance colored pencils, which are pretty pricey, but they are light fast, so like they'll never fade. So I'll go through that with you. This is like one of the only toned sketchbooks I have. I was really inspired by an artist called Serendipity artist, I think. And she had a sort of similar style to her coloring, which got me interested in trying it out myself. So that's like my first attempt at drawing colored pencils on the toned paper. And second attempt, I would kind of do like, at this point, since I was not working and everyone was locked inside, I was doing maybe 3 or 4 of these a night, so this filled up really fast. Okay, my dog, oh my gosh, okay, my little tiny chihuahua, I tried. She looks a little weird, but she's so sweet. A lot of this is gonna be girls and hands, because that's what I was practicing. She looked kind of pissed off, but the red ended up looking super pretty for her hair. Stars, just trying different things. I was really into like drawing the skin at this point because a lot of my sketches I never really like colored the skin in, especially on the white paper. I usually would use like either just leave the skin blank or use a marker. So pencil crayons, very different. This one I love. This one's one of my very favorite ones, mostly because of the shadowing here. And I was not good at hands at this point, so it was a big deal to draw a hand. But she turned out really successful. I love the shade of pink for her hair, and yeah, the blue shadow. The problem with these types of pencil crayons, the Luminance, I had a big set, but there's not a lot of pastel colors or like bright like pinks. So I was kind of working with whatever we had at this point. But they do have a lot of great skin tones. So this one is like I guess my avatar on most of my socials for art because, I don't know, something about her. I think it's just the coloring. It's so solid. It's almost like paint. That's how thick those pencil crayons are. And I like the expression on her face. Her skin tone turned out perfect. I don't even know if I could do that anymore. It's been so long. I should challenge myself to do a bunch of these like techniques I used to do and haven't done in so long. Yes, I love her. Her not so much, but I mean, not everyone can be a winner. Hole in the head, music coming out, hand practice. I was doing a lot of outlining with like Tuscan red instead of black, so you see like a brown outline on most of these. And it's very clean. Like my style's usually pretty messy. These pencil crayon drawings are very clean. The line work at least. My fridge made a weird noise there. So she's a little more realistic. Like her eyes aren't as wide apart and big as normal, but she's cute. As you can tell, I love to draw hair. I love to draw swirls. I love to draw stars. Has all of them. And then we started like incorporating the jelly roll pens for the highlights here. It just kind of like makes it pop. So much fun. And Naruto fan art. Naruto is one of my favorite animes. It's surprising how emotional I was watching the whole show because I thought it was going to be for kids, but it's actually super, I don't know, emotional. I got really invested. So we had to draw some. I have some other Naruto fan art I'll have to show you. I also really love drawing these types of sleeves, these puffy sleeves. And more practice with hands. Like I've said in my other videos, if you can't draw hands, force yourself. like I'm doing here. I forced myself because it becomes so fun and so easy once you do it this many times. And then it's like the whole world opens up for sketching once you can draw hands. Strawberry girl. I just really wanted to draw strawberries and pink and milkshakes. I was obsessed with just like strawberry cream milkshake aesthetic at this point. Tried a really different way of drawing her hair here with the shines, but it's cute. Again, really inspired by the Serendipity artist. I will link her socials in the description so you can check her out because she does some amazing colored pencil work. Okay, here's an unfinished one. This is trying ink on the toned paper, which I think turned out pretty cute. So yeah, I'm guessing this is like microns and a white pencil crayon on the toned gray paper. Different, but I like it. Okay, she looks worried. I don't know why. This was kind of an experiment. I wanted to try to draw a feather. A lot of my girls, I used to like to make them like they lived in the woods and they had feathers in their hair. You'll see that in some of my older work once we get there. This is kind of, yeah, paying homage to the old kind of wild girls I used to draw. And yeah, more practice on hands. I think I was like just obsessed with this color that I'm doing the skin tone in because I think all the girls have basically the same skin tone here. Yeah, it was working so well for me at the time. Luna moths, loved at the time. Really pushing it with like the eyes and the shadows here. Like really trying. I tried. It's kind of like the closest, like it resembles final art the closest of all my sketchbooks because you've seen the others, they're pretty messy. And these look more like finished art, which I'm not used to, but I've always wanted to do finished art. That was like a failed attempt at diva. We got some girl with some planets. Yeah, she's okay. This one I love. This is based on another artist, like her actual self. Her name is Octoplume. I'll link her. She is beautiful. She takes a lot of beautiful photos and she also does amazing art. So this is based on a photo of her herself. And yeah, I gave her some little like demon horns. Love it. I think it turned out great. The hands look great. It's an interesting way of doing the highlights on the hair. Looks like maybe something happened. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Something's happened here. It's like dust from the paper. So her hair's actually supposed to be darker than that. How odd. Yeah, I don't know what would cause that. It's been sitting in storage for a long time. And we got some more feathers. I also love to draw freckles. Most of my girls now have like really random freckles all over their bodies. But there is her and her little feathers up there. Very cute. As you can tell, like the pencils I'm using, some of the colors are like really good. Like this blue, gorgeous. But like I've used it so much, the pencil's like this big now. Sad. And you can't really just go and buy them in an art store individually. It's just kind of frustrating. But it's worth it for like how thick the color is. Got some more like girls with their heads open and things flying out of them. Hearts in this case. This is kind of like a lovesick, you know, daydreaming. She looks sad, but I think at least she has an expression because some of my art is kind of expressionless. And I was having a lot of fun like trying to make them look like they're actually feeling something. It has a lot to do with the eyebrows. This one has the dust on it too. Okay, this is Diva from Overwatch. Yeah, just for fun. I was playing a lot of Overwatch at this time. I actually main like support like Anna or Mercy, but when I first started I was playing Diva because she's kind of the easiest character to play when you don't know what you're doing. So there's some Diva art. Her face is weird, but you know, I like it. I like kind of alien looking girls. And I love the like the rainbow stars on her head. Yeah. This is like the most guiltiest pleasure sketchbook ever with just hair, hands, stars, and like rainbow colors. Wow, she has big lips. That's all I can think of. But that blue color for the hair, wow, it is gorgeous. But yeah, her lips increased in size from my normal girls. But you know what, she's unique. She's one of a kind. I draw a lot of like, I don't know, it looked so boring just kind of floating in space. So a lot of these are like surrounded by stars. Ooh, this one, okay. So at the time I was drawing in my bedroom, like during lockdown, watching movies with my boyfriend, and we would have the lights turned like purple or something. And when I was drawing this, it almost looked like she was in black light. Because if I put this in a black light, the outline around her glows and it looks insane. But yeah, I really like this one. I love the outline. I wish I could figure out how to do these in a way that I could like make prints of them. I don't know if anyone would be interested in that. I've always wanted to have a print shop someday. But I'm not quite sure how to turn this into like a solid print. Do I keep the gray background? I don't know. You tell me. Lime green. One of my favorites. My favorite colors are actually like purple and lime green together. So yeah, she looks, I'm just gonna keep saying cute. She's cute. More stars. Like I said, I was doing about 4 or 5 of these a day at this point. So we're like, there's not a whole bunch of change in between images like some of my other sketchbooks where it's like 1 drawing a month. Holy hair. That's that blue color I love that I said I've worn into the tiniest nub of a pencil. But this might have been Valentine's Day, I'm gonna guess. Something heart themed and pink. I like how she kind of has like a doll face. And yeah, just indulging myself with the pink here. I love her headscarf, again with the like fluorescent yellow outline, glows in the black light, looks so cool. But then like when I look at it in the daylight, I'm like, ah. But I still love it, lots of stars, and that Tuscan red pencil as an outline as always here. More girls with holes in their heads, yes. Interesting shapes of hair, yes. Yeah, I'll have to explain, like this is a theme that goes back to like, I don't know, maybe 2015 in my artwork, which is the holes in the heads with the floating stars. I think it has to do with like mental health and having a big imagination and lots of feelings and like feeling like I'm locked inside my body and wanting to, you know, have that stuff leave my head. This one never got finished, and that's nothing. So that's the end of this book from probably a month in 2020 of playing with these really cool colored pencils in a spiral bound, which I never do. But you know what? Looking at it, I wish I could do it more. Like I really love the tones like in her blush. I would just have to find those colored pencils again, because I used that setup so fast this year. So yeah, let me know, like, do you prefer the more messy, kind of scrapbooking style sketchbook as my other ones? Or do you like these more like finished art pieces? I like both. It's like, it's hard to put them together though in one book, because if it's messy, it's gonna be messy, and if it's like, if I want it perfect, then my perfectionism is gonna like really get the best of me. I was just checking, I'm like, are all of these cloudy? But no, they're fine. So yeah, that's my experiments with toned gray paper during lockdown in 2020. If you've ever used those colored pencils, let me know what is your, do you like the really opaque look here? Do you like the more like soft pastel-y look? I'm interested, just, yeah, what do you think? And I really do want to do like an updated version of this portrait of my dog because she looks ridiculous, but so cute. And I hope you have a great day. And I'll be back with more sketchbook tours. I got a lot of stuff to show you guys. But yeah, one book at a time. Have fun, junk journal, art journal, sketch, do all of that. Yeah, I hope this inspired anyone to pick up a pencil. You've got this. Bye!